Hello and welcome to Advocacy and the NDIS. My name is Mandy and I'm here with my colleague Joe, and we also have
Hi.
Gloria and Mark joining us doing interpreting today. We are coming to you from lots of different countries, and we would like to acknowledge that the traditional custodians of the land you're on today, and we pay our respects to elders past and present. Family Advocacy has accepted the invitation of the Uluru Statement from Heart and supports the First Nations voice. And we are looking at picture welcoming everybody, anywhere, everywhere, from Adam Bishop, a Wiradjuri man with disability who resides in Western Sydney. If you haven't joined us before, Family Advocacy is a statewide independent organisation. It was founded over 30 years ago by families who were spread all over New South Wales and all wanting the same positive life experiences for their young children and adult children who had disability. And they came together to have a stronger voice to make change. 3 decades later, we continue to be governed by families who are dedicated to seeing their family members experience the many good things in life, and also working towards ensuring that systems and structures in society support the full inclusion of people with disability. We provide advocacy advice to support families to enable them to advocate effectively. Families might call to ask a specific question or to have a discussion about an upcoming meeting, and we can chat through these issues and help them come up with plans and strategies to achieve positive change. We run workshops and webinars, and we also support families to develop awareness and knowledge of skills so they can take on leadership roles and influence change in their community. And we also undertake advocacy at a systemic level. Our philosophy is fairly simple. All people with disability belong in the heart of the community. Strong communities are made up of a diverse range of people, and we all have contributions to give to society, including people with disability. A little bit about our systemic advocacy. You may remember the Every Australian Counts grassroots campaign that fought for the introduction of NDIS and won. The driving force behind this is still around, and we know that there are good things and bad things happening with services, especially around the NDIS. And yes, there's a lot more work to be done, but one thing's for sure is that the safeguarding is much more prominent discussion now, and it's a work in progress. There are still, these group of people are still advocating, so you may want to get involved. We like to say that no amount of individual one-on-one NDIS funding, though, will provide safeguards or achieve genuine inclusion. It's up to the individual visions of people with disabilities and their families who collectively drive the focus of systemic advocacy campaigns to bring about the changes to ensure people with disability have the same services, the same amenities, the same opportunities as the broader community. So what are we going to see in this webinar?
So we're going to look at how to consider a positive vision and the roles that help bring about a good life. How will your vision drive your NDIS plan goals to achieve a fulfilling life? We're going to look at NDIS language and jargon to understand how to effectively communicate with the NDIA. And to kickstart this, the NDIA is the acronym for the National Disability Insurance Agency, and this is the government organisation who implements the NDIS, which stands for the National Disability Insurance Scheme. So we're going to, first of all, we're going to consider this, how the positive vision and the valued roles can help bring about that good life and guide NDIS plan goals, and how funding can be best utilised to achieve a fulfilling life for your family member. So what is a good life? So a good life can mean different things to different people. However, there are numerous things that are fundamental to most of us. So we're going to share a few ideas and things that are important for most people. So it's a fulfilling life. We usually want to feel happy. We want to be loved. We would like to be healthy and safe, have a place to call home, have relationships, have enough to live on, be financially comfortable, have life experiences and fulfillment, and have satisfying work interests. We want exactly the same things for our family members. So no matter what a person's age is, you should ask what is important to and for the person of the same age to generate ideas for what the good life would comprise of. Think about his or her peers, about without a disability, including brothers or sisters, so that experiences remain typical and common to many. So this table shows what is important to and for James at different stages of his life. Also, this is a great tool for ensuring we are not just focusing on things around safety and health, but also around other things in a good life, positive roles, freely given relationships, leisure pursuits, choice and decision-making opportunities. So James at 5, he loves playing. His family are important to him. He likes to have friends and toys. What's important for him is to be loved, have a home, maintaining his health, safety and security, a good start to school. And if we jump through, he's got a bigger list as he gets older to 16 of what's important to him, and a longer list of what's important for him. And then we jump along to when James is 28, the list is growing. But if we look back, there's still some key things that were important right at the early stages and are still important now. So having friends, but now we're having a job is more important at 28. Being in a relationship, living in his own home, sense of accomplishments. And it's still important for him to be loved, have a home, maintaining health, safety and security, having future plans and a steady income.
Yeah. So if we look at vision, nothing's really going to get there unless you've got the vision beforehand and a long-term vision. That first line on this slide, I think, is quite poignant. A person with a dream and a vision is more powerful than a person with facts and a budget. So when you are thinking about a vision for your family member, we want to make it have clear direction. So provide direction and a bigger picture. And this helps with your decision-making all throughout the ages, particularly around which direction to take and opportunities to pursue or decline, depending on how they align with your vision for the future. It can be shared with others as well, allowing other people to be part of that journey, whether they support with the developmental side of the vision or to understand what values and expectations there are of that person, so that others can begin to appreciate what things are of utmost importance for their life and their future. It's worth noting that a vision doesn't have to be a comprehensive document. It's as simple as a few key points. And if you want to keep that in mind as you move forward, that having that vision, and we've got lots of extensive resources on this throughout the website.
So socially valued roles are roles that are seen as valued in our society and that will likely come with social expectations and patterns of behaviour, responsibilities, expectations and privileges that are easily recognised and familiar to people. So people are much more likely to experience the good things in life if they hold socially valued roles in their lives compared to those who do not. And so holding socially valued roles is important to help buffer against the negative stereotypes and assumptions and further devaluation of a person with disability. So people are much more likely to experience the good things in life if they hold socially valued roles. So I'm going to introduce you to my daughter, Rachel. For Rachel, I had a vision from when she was very young that she will have the same opportunities in life as her peers. The process of developing her vision has been ongoing from when we first wrote it and still today, because this is something that will keep developing as her life evolves. So a couple of key points we had noted for Rachel was to be a lifelong learner, to thrive live her own individual life, to have authentic reciprocal relationships, to be respected and active member of her community, to be fit healthy and have fun, and to believe in Rachel's potential to achieve anything she wants to achieve. So initially, we had no idea how to achieve these things, but we wanted to. I found out about writing a vision through a family advocacy workshop. It wasn't something that came naturally to me. It took me some time to even start to write it. It actually needed, I needed to get past my own unconscious bias and put my energy focus beyond the barriers of disability. Initially, identifying what we didn't want for Rachel was our starting point, so that we were then able to document what we did want for her. And so we mind mapped a good life, but we called it a meaningful life for Rachel. So these are the opportunities that we felt made up a meaningful life for Rachel. This took some consideration and collaboration with those who knew her. This is a living document and updated over time with new ideas and opportunities as they occur. And this is not her latest version. If you look on the right-hand side near the employment bubble, you will notice business owner in blue. We didn't know what type of business Rachel would start. She did not identify herself as an artist or a musician at this time either. In fact, at this point in her life, she didn't have robust communication, which she does now. The process of planting seeds meant we are always vigilant in looking for ideas and opportunities. We jot everything down, even if it may seem impossible or even irrelevant. So for the vision for us has ultimately been the catalyst for setting up our business, as well as the growth in other areas of her life. We reflect often so as to capture potential ideas for future. So linking the vision to NDIS goals. So on the left are statements from Rachel's vision, and on the right are NDIS goals. Each statement from the vision links directly across to the several or all of the goals. Life is intertwined, and so many ways, just like these coloured lines, are connecting the vision and goals. So the vision statement is useful when making lifestyle choices and decisions. It gives us clear information to consider, to keep an eye on what's going on and keep ourselves on the path to achieve that vision. So an example of Rachel's a lifelong learner, and that links across to building communication skills, links to all the goals, addressing communication, self-direction, health and well-being, building daily living skills and experiencing typical holidays. And if you can track all of those lines, and they all connect to at least several of the goals.
It's a good way of doing it.
So strength-based positive NDIS planning. So many people have felt it's crucial to share their worst day scenarios in order to get necessary funding. The risk here is negativity holds you back. Also, NDIS representatives are continually hearing so many negative stories, they all begin to sound the same. So your message may not get the result you intended. So let's flip the narrative to a strength-based one. Tell the story of what a good day looks like. Identify the risks, but focus on what is needed for the person with a disability to consistently achieve good days. Describe what a meaningful life looks like and the valued roles that are important to and for your family member. By flipping the narrative, it becomes easier for those concerned, and people with disabilities, family members and NDIS staff are more likely to be able to visualise and create a positive outcome.